Yeah, thank you very much. It's great to be here in NOAH London with this amazing crowd. I'm Radoslav Albrecht. I'm the founder and CEO of Bitbond. According to the World Bank, there is a funding gap of $2 trillion for small and medium-sized enterprises. That means that the SMEs that are typically the backbone of most economies around the world have a really hard time to get the funding they need to grow their business. In order to solve this problem, at Bitbond we created a global marketplace where we connect small business owners who need financing with retail and institutional investors. That means that we created the first ever global lending marketplace for SMEs. Every SME who has access to the internet can apply for a loan through Bitbond. The way we make this happen is by using the blockchain technology for payment processing. And also we are one of the few and first fully regulated financial services providers in the space. After a 3-year application process, we received our own license from BaFin, the German financial regulator, which is also known as one of the strictest supervisory bodies in the financial services space. Now let's take a closer look at the product. So SMEs get working capital financing at Bitbond. And these could be restaurants, retailers, taxi drivers, and many other kinds of SMEs. In order to get payments efficiently from A to B across borders, across continents, we use the Bitcoin blockchain, simply because it's faster and cheaper than conventional methods like the SWIFT system. However, we connect it to local payment providers so we can pay out the loans to bank accounts and the users don't need to understand how blockchain works in the background. In order to do credit scoring on an international level, we use alternative data sources. And this could be transactions from their eBay accounts, Amazon accounts, TripAdvisor reviews, and transactions from bank accounts. And we evaluate the data with our own machine learning algorithm, which lets us approve borrowers within 30 minutes. And this is actually one of the features that our customers enjoy the most and really love about Bitbond is the speed. Because the alternative that they may have is go to a bank, which would take 6 weeks in order to reject them. From the investor side, we have institutional investors like family offices or pension funds, as well as retail investors, and they enjoy the 10% annual return that they can get on Bitbond, which is a fixed income return that is really hard to get elsewhere. And also what they enjoy is the fact that they can build a diversified portfolio across many different countries, which is hard to do on other platforms. So far, we originated over 2,000 loans at Bitbond, and just this year, we've grown our loan origination tenfold, and right now, we do roughly $1 million worth of loans every month. But of course, this is not where it stops. Our goal is to grow our loan origination to around about $1 billion a year by 2020. And we want to do that by increasing our lending as a service activities, where we work together with e-commerce platforms and other platforms that have a lot of small merchants. And when they want to add a lending product, then they work with us and send their merchants to Bitbond when they need financing. And also we plan to serve more industries and to introduce secured loans where the collateral will be controlled via a smart contract. And the main KPI for us is really the loan volume, because that's how we make money. We take a margin on the cut on that loan volume. Right now it's at around about 3%, but we'll increase it to 6 to 7% when we also take a position in the loans ourselves. Of course, there are some other players who have identified the small business sector as a huge market. However, the main differentiator between the existing platforms and us is the fact that we operate on a truly international scale, while most of the other players just serve a handful of markets. One great thing that being international is there are 45 million SMEs around the world that have digital data available that we can use for credit scoring. So our addressable market is really, really big. And these roughly 45 million SMEs translate into an annual loan volume of $360 billion. So the revenue potential here is really, really huge. And also the fact that we operate internationally means that we have lower customer acquisition costs than others. So if you share my excitement about global SME lending, there are multiple ways how you can work with us. We just kicked off our Series A fundraising round, so that's one way to participate. Or you can invest in the loans, either directly from your balance sheet or through our upcoming ICO, where we will release a token that represents a diversified portfolio of loans. Thank you very much, and have a great day.